After years of watching the Silverado name slowly lose its shine, GM finally snapped back into action. The signs were subtle at first. Internal whispers about fresh hardware, early talk of a new V8, but now the proof is out in the open. The latest spy shots give us a real glimpse at what Chevy's cooking for 2027. And it's clear this truck isn't just getting a patch job. Between the reshaped bodywork hiding under heavy camo, the reworked cabin layout, and the long-awaited V8 engines, the next-gen Silverado looks ready to claw its way back into the fight. Here's what we know so far, and what these new spy photos reveal about the truck Chevy desperately needs to get right. Join us as we explore the world of wheels. Subscribe now and buckle up for the adventure. New V8 engines. First specs unveiled. Mary Barra set the tone months ago when she confirmed that fresh V8s were finally on the way. It sounded bold back then, almost like GM knew it had to rebuild trust brick by brick. And now, with the newest reports lining up with those early hints, we're getting a clearer picture of what's coming under the hood of the 2027 Silverado. The talk points to two new engines, a 5.7 and a 6.4, both designed from the ground up. The big one is expected to crank out roughly 450 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. Strong numbers, but that's not where the old power plants struggled. That's the real mountain these new V8s have to climb. The reliability is earned slowly, and no matter how promising the specs look, the engines will need time on the road before the fanbase fully trusts them again. There's no shortcut here. Still, the company could make life a lot easier by cutting out the one thing that pushed countless buyers away: DFM. The cylinder deactivation system was supposed to help with efficiency, but for a lot of owners, it turned into the source of their biggest headaches. If GM drops DFM for good, they'd instantly win back some of the people who walked away from the brand out of pure frustration. It would show that they actually listened, and it would give these new V8s a chance to prove themselves without the baggage. The engines look promising. Now they just need to be solid. And that's the part we'll all be watching closely. Spy photos. What's new? Even wrapped in layers of heavy camo, the 2027 Silverado is already tipping its hand. The latest spy shots give away more than previous ones, and truck fans have been picking apart every photo like a puzzle. The front end is clearly going through a major overhaul. You can spot the new lighting signature right through the mesh. The layout feels closer to Chevy's newer SUV design language than the current Silverado's chunkier setup. Test mules have been spotted with quad exhaust tips tucked cleanly into the bumper. It gives the prototype a more aggressive stance and hints that Chevy wants the next-gen truck to look and sound the part, especially with those new V8s coming. Some trucks are rocking beefier off-road hardware too: chunky tires, skid plate structures, and suspension bits that look built for punishment. That points to a more serious approach to trims like Trail Boss and ZR2, maybe even broader separation between the off-road models and the regular lineup. Spy photos. Interior. The newest shots of the 2027 Silverado's cabin finally give us something solid to chew on. The interior is showing signs of a big shift. The first thing everyone spotted is the new screen layout. Instead of the split-gauge cluster and center display we've seen for years, this setup stretches across the dash in one sweeping, modern-looking frame. It has that full-width digital cockpit vibe you normally see in luxury SUVs. That instantly changes the tone of the cabin, and this is the boldest interior move Chevy has made in a long time. Behind the wheel, the gauge cluster looks noticeably larger and more purposeful. More room for towing data, off-road info, customizable layouts, that type of thing. There's still a lot hiding under the camo, but the direction is clear: more tech, cleaner design, and a cabin that feels like it belongs in 2027, not 2017. Release date and price. With test mules practically roaming everywhere now, the debut of the 2027 Silverado is getting close. Chevy isn't hiding the truck anymore, and that usually means the full reveal isn't months away. It's right around the corner. As for pricing, don't expect any miracles. New engines, a redesigned cabin, updated hardware, fresh tech. All of that comes with a cost. Every automaker is raising prices, And Chevy won't be the exception. The question is how far they'll push it. GM needs this truck to win people back, not push them out of the showroom. They're trying to repair a reputation that took years of dents, and blowing up the price sheet would undo half the progress before the truck even lands. So yes, the Silverado is getting better in all the right ways, and yes, we'll pay for it. The sweet spot for GM is keeping the bump controlled, showing buyers that the improvements aren't just for marketing brochures, but for real everyday use. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time.